Hello again, it's the end of October, and as you can see we have taken the two net covers off the new collection house, and Robin has spent quite a lot of time removing the wooden cross members and bracing. So now all we have left is the skeletal framework, which will have to come down to be put up again elsewhere in the field. And the poor old plants look a bit sorry for themselves now, but it is encouraging to know that the leaves have gone over now because they've done the work for the season, produced all the sugars to feed the roots, and although they look very inactive above ground, below ground they're producing all the shoots for next year. And people often ask us, what should we do about our plants, what about frost and so on? The thing is with hostas, it's only really extremes of wet or dry that will kill them. We seldom lose any due to frost problems, but and we've had quite severe frosts in this neck of the woods in previous years. Usually the only thing that's going to harm the plant is extremes of wet or dry. The extremes of dry can desiccate the root system, it's very hard to rehydrate them. Extremes of wet and the roots will damp off. So at this stage of the year, what we tend to do is just take the plants out of, I picked a heavy plant to do. I'm trying to do this one-handed. I'll pick a lighter plant, here we go. What we do is just take it out of its tray, turn the tray upside down and pop the plant back on. What we also do, and I'm not going to do it with this one yet because the leaves have still got some green in them, is we tend to take the leaves out, or off should I say, and put them to one side. You can put them into your compost bin so they mulch down, and you can reapply them once they've mulched down nicely. Removing the leaves like this helps tidy the garden up a bit, but what it also does is take away any potential risk of moisture collecting in those dead leaves. They get very sort of claggy, and if they start to then create a layer that doesn't allow evaporation to occur, you can run the risk of rot in the crown of the plant, which is something you don't want to do. So we do tend to advocate the removal of the dead leaves. And as I say, aesthetically it's quite nice to get rid of them, and the odd weed of course, so that the plants look nice or more presentable going into the winter. If you've got your plants out in a sort of exposed part of the garden that could be more of a frost pocket, then by all means move your plants, the pots, into the lee of walls or fences, and that way you're going to probably protect your pot more than you are your plant anyway, because the plant shouldn't suffer too much, but the pot could crack even. So that's what we do, and that's what we're doing, as you see with the framework. And probably by this time next month we'll possibly have this down and potentially could have it put up again in its new location. So watch this space. Bye for now.